Good morning. As the sun rises over a landscape painted in gold and crimson, there's a certain magic in the air that only autumn can bring. The world feels quieter, more reflective, as if nature itself is pausing to take a breath before the next big change. It's October 14th, 2025, and you can feel the crispness in the air. Autumn is here, but winter is knocking. Each step crunches over fallen leaves, and the cool breeze carries a hint of what's to come. The days are growing shorter, and the mornings greet us with a chill that lingers just a little longer. Across the US, summer's warmth is fading, replaced by a more dynamic, colder pattern. Trees shed their leaves in a final burst of color, and the landscape transforms almost overnight. Fog drifts over fields in the early hours, and the air feels charged with anticipation. The polar jet stream is waking up, dipping south and pulling Arctic air into the west, while the east holds on to milder days, for now. This powerful river of wind high above us is the invisible hand guiding our weather, shaping the season's mood swings. The Climate Prediction Center notes below-average temps settling into the west, a sign of the energized atmosphere ahead. Mountain peaks are already dusted with snow, and valleys wake to frosty mornings. It's a preview of the winter to come. These pronounced jet stream troughs are channels for frigid air, setting the stage for a big shift by late October and November. As these troughs deepen, they act like highways for cold fronts, bringing dramatic changes in temperature and weather from one day to the next. Expect wild swings. One day, perfect for a walk beneath golden canopies, the sun warming your face and the air feeling just right. The next, you'll need a heavier coat, scarves, and gloves as the wind picks up and temperatures tumble. It's a season of surprises, where your wardrobe needs to keep pace with the ever-changing sky. This clash of cold northern air and lingering southern warmth is the recipe for storms. Rain, wind, even early snow. Thunder rumbles, leaves swirl in sudden gusts, and in some places, the first snowflakes of the season drift quietly to the ground, signaling that winter is not far behind. The tug-of-war between seasons is underway, and winter is slowly gaining ground. Each passing front tips the balance, and soon the familiar sights and sounds of autumn will give way to the hush of winter's first true arrival. Stay tuned, big changes are coming. The story of autumn's transition to winter is just beginning, and the next chapter promises even more drama in the skies above. You've heard of La Niña and El Niño, major climate patterns that shape our weather, especially in winter. This year, a developing La Niña means cooler Pacific waters, which ripple across the globe and shift our jet streams. La Niña winters bring a wavy polar jet cold air dives into the US, making for a stormier, colder season in the north. Expect wetter, cooler conditions from the Pacific Northwest to the Great Lakes, and drier, warmer weather in the south, raising drought risks. This La Niña could also fuel a late burst of hurricane activity, as less wind shear allows storms to strengthen in the tropics. Even a weak to moderate La Niña can bring surprises and variability. One climate pattern, many far-reaching effects, so we're watching closely. The Pacific's cool engine is revving up for winter. As winter approaches, the United States finds itself divided by a dramatic weather pattern. In the west, people are already bundling up against an early chill, with snow blanketing mountain towns and icy winds sweeping through city streets. The landscape is transforming quickly, and for many, it feels as if autumn has been skipped entirely, replaced by a preview of the deep winter months ahead. Residents in places like Denver and Seattle are waking up to frosty mornings and bracing for more cold snaps on the horizon. Meanwhile, the East is experiencing a very different story. Here, the air remains mild, and parks are filled with people enjoying the last golden days of autumn. From New York to Atlanta, the warmth lingers, and vibrant fall colors paint the landscape, making it easy to forget that winter is just around the corner. This stark contrast is due to a deep trough in the jet stream, which is anchoring cold air firmly over the west. The result? Temperatures that are well below average and a sense that winter has arrived early for millions. The Rockies and surrounding areas are especially hard hit, with some regions already seeing record lows for this time of year. In contrast, a strong ridge of high pressure is dominating the east, bringing unseasonably warm temperatures all the way from New England down to Florida. People are still wearing light jackets, and outdoor activities continue as if summer never truly ended. But this weather split won't last forever. The Midwest and plains are caught in the middle, acting as a battleground where warm and cold air masses collide. This clash is fueling wild temperature swings and setting the stage for powerful storm systems that could bring everything from heavy rain to sudden snow. Looking ahead, long-range weather models are signaling a major shift. By late November, a powerful ridge is expected to form over Alaska, which could disrupt the current pattern and unleash a significant cold outbreak across much of the country. This could allow the polar vortex to dip southward, sending waves of frigid Arctic air deep into the central and eastern United States. States that are currently enjoying mild weather may soon find themselves in the grip of winter's first true blast. So, while the east basks in sunshine and gentle breezes for now, meteorologists warn that a cold and potentially stormy start to winter is looming just beyond the horizon. The current warmth is only temporary. As the next cold front sweeps across the country, millions will feel the shift. The warmth will quickly give way to biting winds and the first widespread snowfalls of the season, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. Prepare for a roller coaster forecast, especially in the heartland, where rapid changes in temperature and weather conditions will keep everyone on their toes. The stage is set for a dramatic seasonal shift as the nation transitions from the last days of autumn warmth to the first true taste of winter's chill. The jet stream is often called the storm highway, an invisible river of fast-moving air high above us that shapes the weather we experience every day. It acts as a boundary between warm and cold air masses, steering storms and influencing temperature swings across the continent. When the jet stream buckles or dips, our weather can get wild and unpredictable. These shifts can bring everything from intense storms and heavy rain to sudden cold snaps or unseasonable warmth, depending on where you live. This year, La Niña is making the polar jet stream even more wavy and erratic than usual, setting the stage for dramatic weather changes across North America. Deep troughs in the jet stream are channeling frigid Arctic air into the west and Midwest, leading to colder temperatures and a higher risk of snow and ice storms in those regions. Under these troughs, expect stormy, cold, and cloudy conditions, perfect ingredients for blizzards, icy roads, and challenging winter travel. Meanwhile, under the ridges where the jet stream arches northward, conditions are much different. Sunny skies, dry air, and unseasonably warm temperatures can dominate for days or even weeks. That's exactly what the East is experiencing right now, with people enjoying mild afternoons and outdoor activities, even as winter approaches. A strong Alaskan ridge, also known as a blocking high, is forecast to build in the coming weeks. This powerful system acts like a wall, redirecting the jet stream and locking in certain weather patterns. As a result, cold air is forced southward, setting up a classic winter pattern that can last for weeks at a time, especially across the central and eastern United States. This positive PNA setup means that the plains, Midwest, and Northeast are in for a higher chance of cold snaps and significant snowfall, with winter storms more likely to develop and track across these areas. Long-range weather models are in strong agreement. Late November and December could be especially wintry for much of the country, with above-average snowfall and colder than normal temperatures in many regions. Where you sit under the jet stream will decide your fate, whether you'll be shoveling out from heavy snow or soaking up unexpected sunshine. The dividing line can be sharp, with neighboring states experiencing completely different weather. This pattern is a classic setup meteorologists watch for every winter, and it's shaping up to arrive soon, bringing all the drama and beauty of the season with it. So, get ready for a wintry ride. Whether you're bracing for snowstorms or hoping for a break in the cold, the jet stream will decide what's in store for you this season. With cold air and an active storm track, early season snow is likely for many. Watch for Alberta clippers, fast-moving storms bringing quick shots of snow to the plains, Midwest, and interior Northeast. These systems will be frequent, building early snow cover in states like North Dakota, Minnesota, and Michigan. The European model hints at more snow events and a snow line pushing farther south than usual. For the Northeast big cities, major snow depends on coastal nor'easters, possible if the jet stream and coastal lows align. It's too early to call a blockbuster, but the risk for significant storms is elevated as winter deepens. Multiple models signal a cold, active start to the season. Get those shovels ready. Winter is arriving early and with impact. Hurricane season isn't over yet. Late-season storms can still form, especially in October and November. The National Hurricane Center is tracking a system in the central Atlantic, likely to stay out to sea, but we're watching the Western Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico closely. La Niña is reducing wind shear and fueling warm, moist air, prime conditions for tropical development. If a storm forms in the Western Caribbean, it could be steered north into the Gulf, putting Texas to Florida on alert. No immediate threats, but the ingredients are there for a late-season storm. The tropics are winding down, but not done. Stay prepared if you live along the Gulf Coast. La Niña means we can't let our guard down just yet. Even as winter approaches, hurricane risks linger. We'll keep you updated on any developments. The same forces bringing cold and snow can also spark severe thunderstorms. As cold, dry air meets warm, moist Gulf air, the southern plains, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas face a risk of severe storms this week. A strong low-level jet will pull in moisture, and with an approaching cold front, conditions are ripe for tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. The threat may shift north and east into the upper Midwest as the system moves. Autumn storms can be just as dangerous as spring. Stay weather aware. Severe weather season isn't just for spring. Fall can bring big events too. Have a way to get warnings and know your safe place. The clash of seasons can be beautiful and dangerous. The West is already deep into winter weather, with a powerful trough bringing rain, wind, and heavy mountain snow. An atmospheric river is targeting California, delivering much-needed rain but also raising flood and mudslide risks, especially in burn areas. The Sierra Nevada is bracing for major snowfall, great for water supply, but hazardous for travel. Persistent troughing means the West and Pacific Northwest will see more storms, cooler temps, and more snow as La Niña strengthens. Even the Southwest is getting rain and high-elevation snow. Welcome news for drought relief. Residents should prep for heavy rain, gusty winds, and winter driving conditions. The stormy season has arrived early in the West, ending the long, dry summer. Get ready for more active weather ahead. With winter coming, a few simple steps now can make all the difference. Check your heating system and seal up drafts to keep the cold out and the warmth in. Prep your car. Check tires, battery, fluids, and pack a winter emergency kit. Review your family's emergency plan. Power outages can happen, so have blankets, food, water, and a battery-powered radio ready. If you have a fireplace or generator, make sure they're safe and working. Dress in layers, dig out your winter gear, and keep salt or sand handy for icy walkways. Take care of your home, car, and loved ones before the first big storm hits. A little preparation now means peace of mind all winter. Stay safe, stay warm, and be ready for whatever this season brings. That's your weather update. See you next time.